a company in Germany that has announced they have a new front suspension for cars called Easy Turn. That it's an add-on. You change out your
Easy Turn,
allowing your wheels, your front wheels, to turn at 80 degrees in either direction, which is almost straight sideways. They say it makes parallel parking a lot easier.
Yeah.
And they are going to be for sale by the end of the year in Europe.
Wasn't that like, what do they call it? In the test phase about a year or so ago, the car that would literally just turn
Yeah, I've seen it.
at a right angle and just slide sideways into a space.
I've seen trucks out there that have that. They have the back wheels. When you turn, the back wheels turn like the front wheels.
Oh,
Yeah. Some of the bigger vehicles have that, right?
Yeah, that's the big trucks.
If I saw that, I'd say demon. Something like that.
Sorcery.
That's witchcraft. That's sorcery.
I always thought that
Back
was cool.
wheels turning?
Yeah, they
Dave.
turn like the front wheels.
Dodge 666.
That's sorcery. Don't let that in my driveway.
to be in your garage.
Oh, don't put that in my driveway.
It's like driving one of those fire trucks where it's got the guy in the back. It's got the other guy in the back.
gracious. Oh, gracious. But would you be interested in...
I'd be interested in trying it just to see what it's like.
They're trying to get big car companies interested in putting them on standard.
I see.
Making their wheels go.
What do they call it? It's like a crab feature, they call it. I
Yeah,
think.
it's crab.
Crab
That's right.
steering.
Yeah, it's crab steering.
Because the commercials have the crabs on the beach.
Yes.
And they're all running out of the ocean to go watch the car park.
This has been commercially advertised.
I think I first saw it at the Super Bowl at your house.
I was watching it too.
You've seen it.
I
You've
want to
seen
say
it.
I've
yes.
seen it.
I want to say that's the first time I saw it this year.
It's like I
It's
see.
like call it crab steer or something.
It's like things just go right over my head.
No, you were the host.
Yeah, you're getting dipped.
I was getting dipped, perhaps, but the things go. I mean, stuff I see. I'll see a commercial, and my wife said, "What do you think of that?" I say, "Think of what?" I don't even know.
Wasn't even looking.
No. Like she's right now in the middle of this whole Murdoch trial down in South Carolina. Heating up again. And she's like in podcasts where she gets to sit in virtually on the trial. I mean, she will literally
She
be
an alternate?
Yeah. They don't know it.
Does she take notes?
Yeah.
Does she have a legal pad
She's
full
the
of
stenographer,
notes?
right? They don't know it, but she is. She's so into it.
Repeat that last line back, please.
And then she'll do it. It's a big
Strike
murder
that
trial.
from the record.
It's a big murder trial, and she's really interested. She's always interested in those true crimes. She's always on.
What's
to
this
them.
one about?
Oh man,
The Murdochs?
it's
Dave.
big. There's a lot of layers to it.
You remember this.
A ton of layers.
I
to
have
it.
to remember. I can't remember the name.
Very prominent.
The South Carolina family.
Judge and rich as can be, and like 5 people around him have died.
Yes.
And the father is getting ready to be brought up on charges. I think.
Are they accusing him? They suspect him of killing his wife and a child?
Yes, and I believe the housekeeper now. I think they went and had to
exhume the housekeeper.
her.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, see, my wife, almost every day, I get home and sit down, take my shoes off, and put my feet up and all. And
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life.
Still smelling of $12 salad.
Well, when you don't have a pool to sit down
Right,
next
I
to, you
got
got to sit
no
inside.
No pool.
The way you say it, I sit down and take my shoes on a day. Like you've been slaving away.
Boy, these dogs are
Yeah.
barking.
Fire up the 80-inch flatty.
Yeah.
Had a tough day at the office, like I'm busting rocks. in
Taking
here.
off your steel toe boots.
Washing the grit and grime.
I'm gonna need the lava, honey.
Boss man's footprints on your back.
Yeah.
Been digging whips all across. Got stripes on my back.
Turn on Friends or Mom or whatever.
Sure.
Something comfortable.
Good 16 tons. What you get? So,
Boy, I'm telling you.
Oh, these Wolverine boots are nice. Let you know.
Need a little something at the end of the day. Sit down with a cold Diet Coke and rev up some Friends or
You're working man.
Goldbergs or working man home from the office. Home
so
from-
where's Mrs.?
Well, she's beside me
In the way.
Cooking my country steak.
The way I like it.
but so many times
She's been shelling peas all day.
Oh yeah, she's been out on the porch shelling peas and whatever, canning.
Yeah.
We do some canning, and then she'll start talking about the Murdoch trial, and I just don't have any interest. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I'd rather not see that stuff. I'm sure this guy killed everybody.
But
on
there
that
have
block.
been cases where you've bonded. Both
You're
of you have
right.
bonded.
The one I can't get into is the John Benet Ramsey because she's so young. But that was such a forever.
Even a creep's got limits.
You know?
The staircase you like, the Durham thing.
I did love the staircase. But it took her forever to get me to watch it. I mean, it took her forever. So she starts going on about Murdoch, and it's in one ear and out the other. I mean, I hate to say that. I don't want to mimic her because I love her like a shark loves blood.
But that's really one of your better impressions.
You know. And at the end, she'll be like, so what do you think? And I'll have to go, oh, it's awful. You know.
Terrible.
And she knows you weren't listening.
Yeah, and then she's like, don't just placate
me. The question.
Don't just placate me. And I'll go, oh, I've been.
Oh, no, terrible.
That's horrible.
Then she'll say, what do you think? And I'll say, oh, yeah, he did it. He did it. I don't have any.
Hey, honey, I think what you think.
I mean, man. So the whole point is I miss things. This commercial on the car. I miss it.
I don't remember when I first saw it. Maybe it was, but I've definitely seen it during football.
I miss
the crab steer.
Nothing, you know, she'll say to me, like, you know, this some story, blah, 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 and I'll say, I don't know anything about it. And she'll say, you aired it on your you all did that. You talked about it. There's that, too.
That happens to me, too.
It was like Dave with that donut ice cream. We chronicled that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
I turned to Dave innocently and said, have you heard about this ice cream from Krispy Kreme? Knowing he'd say yes because I had heard it first on his afternoon show. And Dave said, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's making what?
When did that happen? I remember that.
Okay, right.
I remember all of it now, but at the time, I'm like, I don't know.
How about this? For car guys, listen to what they're doing now. This is in Europe. BMW has started doing this. They are selling subscriptions for heated seats in a number of European countries. $18 a month if you want your car to have heated seats. You have to pay that much money for it. It doesn't come standard on the vehicle now.
What?
Monthly subscription for your front seats, $18, or you can pay for a year for $180. And it's not clear why they've started doing this. Money. I mean, they just want more money.
Of course.
You know, that's all
but they built that into the. You would think they just built it into the sticker.
But yes, you would. But I mean, if they can make $300 a year or $180 a year, you add $1,800 to the sticker price in order to just pay for it for 10 years.
But yeah, I would think, knowing German engineering like I do, that someone's going to figure out some workaround. If you've got the mechanism in your car and they can turn it off and on remotely,
that's right. They can.
You've got to be able to work around that, right?
I would think.
How crazy
so,
is that? It's not like a subscription service to a music.
But it's one of these cars. You get this German engineering, as you mentioned. People keep these cars forever.
They just disable the chip.
15 to 20 years, they'll drive these cars.
Well, even
Volvos are the same way, and they're like, people aren't buying the cars because the cars we made lasted so long. We need something to.
Oh, I see.
We need a monthly payment.
But we've been so used to. Even my car, a '98, has heated seats. Now it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, no.
But it used to have heated seats, so that technology has been standard on vehicles for a long time. So it's like, how can you now start charging us for a subscription? I would think there'd be a lot of blowback on that.
That makes BMW look a little cheap.
I agree, especially a luxury brand like that's BMW.
Yeah,
I think I've told you too. You know, my car has cooled seats too.
How about that? Cooled seats.
I love it. I love it.
That's better than heated seats. I never used the heated seats. Never did.
I have in the real cold, but it's rare.
I have not used them.
I use them in the heated in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that could help your PRI though if you used them. You could heat whatever's there away.
You think?
Or cool it. Can he borrow your car, Chris Demm?
Heat it away. Cool it away. Freeze it. I want to freeze it all. Freeze it
Icy
all.
hot.
So many people now email me and say, my wife says you have worms. I mean, it's a lot.
Like butt worms?
Yeah.
And I'm on these emails, which never makes me happy because it'll be, close to bedtime. Be like, let me check my email real quick. And it's like, Dear CK, my wife says you have worms in your butt. And I'm like, why do I open this?
I CC'd Biggie on this. Because I know you don't read
That's what
them.
it always is.
Right, yeah.
I copied Biggie on this because I know you won't read this. So anyways, about your butthole. And I'm like, God.
I guess eventually I'm just going to have to put a piece of tape over my
No.
butt. I'm going to have to
That's
make
not
sure.
it.
I don't think it is either. And it's worse now than it's been. I mean, it's
What if it's gummy worms?
It's terrible.
Well, at least that's fun.
And let me tell
It's
you
not
that.
worms. It's worse. It's gummy worms.
Gummy worms. I got in the ocean last week on vacation. Boy, that lit me up.
Oh, it lit you up.
Well,
You know why?
I thought it was healing,
Well, that's what I was going to say.
but it's, it got worse. But every time I'd go in, it'd be like,
But that makes me wonder then when salt water hits it, what is going on back there that
it's just raw. It's just raw back there. I've tried so many things, and it's
baboon.
It's just never worked. Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I don't know.
I got that.
The red butt. I know the red butt. I know what you're talking about.
He's sticking his butt in the salt marsh.
Why? It's cooling and heating.
All right, sir, this is a high-dollar property.
Alligators in there.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd be more comfortable at the Hampton Inn.
That's right.
They're used to your butt bubbles there.
Not here. Next course of action, as Biggie suggested, burn it off or freeze it off. One or the other. That's what I have to do. I'll try it next.
You need a surgeon.
You think?
A surgeon?
What's left?
Well, I've seen.
You've gone to witch doctors and voodoo doctors.
I've seen them all.
But he's been to the doctor. I don't know what surgery.
No, unless you graft off the bad stuff and cover it with good.
It just continues.
Yeah, they're gonna have to take something like off your back of your leg, your leg, and
put it on, slap it on there.
Butt skin, like cheek skin.
Yeah, graft.
How'd you lose that part of your calf? You don't want to know.
You in the war?
Just for this thing.
I know.
It's still with me.
God, you'd be a medical marvel.
I know.
You see, we built his new butthole out of his thigh. Oh.